and a show so show ni dia anything that helps our community. A juma any di wa ha na answer na me bo ma adwuma so say dia na munim say eye ink well ana asoma sene me di say adwuma di we e de bro into say ope printing papa dia ene na nyina ink well ho printing papa nyina ye no ye printing books into say we school na say opese printing books books bi opese print bia ink well e be di ho dwuma ede amount we are sorry na bia opese we ye marks magazines mo pese mo ye ma sorry anniversary bi na say mo hia books ink well ye be ye ede amamo tight cards ni nyina ye print promotional items ye print we hia photos ya me adom what me to fie na bia anniversary photos wedding photos na pese o reclaim na we na kese a ni nyina ink well ye be di ho dwuma ede amount ope promotional items uyi program now pe banners big banners any size of banner bia no ye betumi edi ho dwuma edi amount ye printing any type of printing bia no ye be ye na ye di amount ope rubber stamps ope invoices edi ade ni nyina inkwell ye be edi amount hwe inkwell ewo 1900 East Dublin Granville 1900 East Dublin Granville former Aslan University building ni mu ehona inkwell ye wo nti uduru ho na say de ohia bia na inkwell na yaye e de amount fe inkwell so eno ewi a na ye ko believers attire de say unimu a na unimu a na unim say believers attire de eno na osha your God is my president. We live in a world right now. Or mine I Awuma say you know. They say utimi kanya me asem kra. You may school utimi kanya me asem. You cannot even initiate conversation of hope, motivations. Into me. Na say t-shirt here the abase ye be initiate this kind of hope. It you know, share believers attire. Ewo 1900 East Dublin Granville and the believers attire fair open God is my president. The Bible fear ends where faith begins. Sincere love. You are capable, amazing, and worthy. Beautiful team t-shirts. God is my president. These are give it to God and go to sleep. These are messages they encourage generations. It will pay sa t-shirt be so no contact me amete ye from Kumasi nyame no contact me 2204650822 2204650822 oba na say bibia no maye and the amount pepe now so the oye no what me de akoye eno ho asem eno no and then Jasmine so yes sip sign Jasmine someone when him say show idiom and then relate with Jasmine the host to know yes sip and shop or be any company I know and you know wow Columbus and then in Patemu be an brand best support 3400 Clubway Court or Powell Ohio 3400 Clubway Court Powell Ohio brand best support to Jasmine no also the Jumedia OD you know kofa no fa nyefefe emfa emmano ai ene kasa about the UTV attack hey our focus agara de obu citizens akasa legends ujene Ghana who sometimes you think now adwene kwa na ujene kwa na say dey asembe kurani. We live in a nation where ubia timi eye de ope. Should it be so? And I say it shouldn't be so. Eno hon komona yeba abedine ene eti UTV attack. Mpacha oba nene why they watch a show no e dey amame because e hia nipa na dey aye show no. Nti oba o comment so anu why dey no wa comment no wa kire wa adwen aha yeba ha me I do not hold monopoly to wisdom. And you say bibia metia make bia and I say I'm above reproach. Obana said the make can only menya adwena professionally now so what the wadwen kire ai dey ato ho ne nyina pepe ne ye de ekoye nim ne ye kire oman na no oboy jamfi metia oboy jamfi yamisha. So we are talking about the UTV attack. And let's say this. Since Nanado took over in 2017, there has been a pattern be a Koswa. I started with Kumase when regional coordinator no boys na e train free the officer who decided say omon peno obi a president appoint you umi enwene sa de we hu yi obi a president no appoint boys na say omon peno president appoint obi Emma people that feel they are affiliated to the party to me decide say nipa president appoint no omon pe it will go train free in office. Sadi we see Emma president ni ye din wan kan bibia amfa ho we president ni ye hu din it's president. I think it was in April when the president went to a year or two for kache say itidana enema e koso enti wo hu no. That's when the president made the first statement on that situation and no condemn Sadi no ti ye che san crofo na che wo mo na say court. These guys have the guts to go to court and say the court ni omo ye no wo mo ntiase enti o mako court akokeka court ni ema abom amache say judge PM me na beka say PM ono wo tidwam ono wo di asem no ne na mu mrika wodwane. Yes, this is the situation that we find ourselves in. This is the situation that we find ourselves in under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo governance. That's the situation that we find ourselves in. But and so why nin krakra ne say we have seen mpanyimfo all parties more omukasa inciting young guys to do this kind of hooliganism ne vandalism no party mpanyimfo ne nipa ba kwa mebodi din ye kene Japan who to me usubempa sankrofo no omutimi tena radio so no more incite people to do these things. She edi entina omuche agrada after that 9-year-old kid that's when they realized that no, the social engineering now and crying with TV Sunni radio so no, it is too much, so they have to do something about it. It's the same thing. I at work in Japan it me kase ushi obi abono metua on a journalist. Nobody called him to order. Nobody did anything. And the president sat there, all the ministers. Nobody was able to condemn this kind of acts. It is a society mu na say act be koso. No be I condemn ya. And cross o mudiete feel say it is okay to do this kind of things. It is okay to do this kind of things. Why is it not okay to do this kind of things? Like, think about it. Why is it not okay? If the leaders are saying, say, munye say, eba betia, munye say, why is it not okay for the followers to do it? Eti tanasenef jene hon say, ediena ebema akora ayesa bold ne say, ma men sorry, na men create this kind of mayhem. It's because mpanyimfo no omudi ekuo nanim no, and I say omuwo omanim no, they are pushing for these things to happen. And then when you push, you get results. A law of nature. When you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, you get results. And that's what happened. It's been found question, this whole thing happened in the first place. And then a attack and happened in the first place. UTV for discuss on United Showbiz no United Showbiz no trending issues, entertainment and stuff like that. No, discuss will show us. Show mostly no. It had Bulldog mostly. It had Bulldog. It has another Samoa Bedu. It has Ula Michael. It has A+. These are the normal regular people that are always on the show. It has Amanda Jeezy. And then sometimes they invite other people to come and join. Almost every week, be almost the other guest. Eba show no so ma. Almost beboa emomo eye show no. That is how a UTV show no. Oma running all these years are Oma running no. So during the trending issues, no trending times near the no. Omuye shows are. I mean omuye issues are a trending during the week. Now issues are a trending during the week, you know. Inti emphasize a demonstration because what they will talk about a demonstration. Say Alan say what they will talk about Alan or say what say Akufo-Addo, you can say can Japan and they say Obama Nana Akufo-Addo anybody Umia show down. They will talk about it. Any political event be a basic and I bet trending during the week, they will talk about it. But the show no any political show say a political show, strictly political show. They talk about trending issues. So apparently, what happened? I say a lot is happening in the NPP party. This is my own observation. A lot is happening in the NPP party, and most of the things that have been happening in the NPP party is not a good thing. It's not good. The things that are happening to say Yekotwaba ne de ababu bieni Yekotwaba ne see my party you can say contender and a candidate be and call for Emma Ho. Those kind of things. These things are not positive things. And when you are not doing positive things, you'll be bombarded. You'll be bombarded. It looks like say the NPP for the last 2 months have been bombarded on UTV United Showbiz. They have really been bombarded. I've watched some of them and I've seen things that have been said about the party, things that have been said about some candidates, things that have especially wound to me behaviors, things that have been said about wound to me behaviors and a lot of people have been criticizing the NPP as a brand, NPP as a party, and as an extension of NPP as a government. They have been criticized a lot. And it didn't sit well with the NPP faithfuls, you can say be sympathizers. You can say a NPP, you can almost say party members. You can say fanatics. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. That's where the whole thing is. NPP for the control letter at the Command United Showbiz. Now letter no much the Command United Showbiz. What they end up doing, they say after they wrote the letter, they circulated the letter. They say can make sure letter they come me producer as a producer. Ade am a person who ni see. But the letter no man no must add letter not to abonten. The letter no wasn't like say it was only addressed to ABA despite group of companies and CC2 despite CC2 ABA and find say Faradex na bibisa. Omucho letter no must add to abonten. Trying to show to the public say they have done something about what is going on. And in the letter no almost say omuhunu say United Showbiz adane a political show. Omuhunu say United Showbiz adane political show. Okay. It is a political show there. Then they do believe say almost here representative as an MPP. That's what they are saying. But let me go back. So apparently, Bulldog is a known NDC person. A+ is a known MPP person. I will put the MPP card. And no the me di ho dance. Mr. Logic is also a known NPP person. It almost say per se komwa send obi no ba show no so no be defend the NPP. E will show no so. That's what the letter is saying. It is weak na kasada letter le ba hero. Bulldog in the letter no one phone so. Bulldog in the letter no one phone so. Bulldog letter no one phone so no. And what kind Bulldog had a soft copy. And what kind letter no. Or kind we no say useless letter en kwasi asem. Say obi won adwumam. Na wo ti adwumam. Etimi tworo letter ebre ne say na the programmer ono na sesa oye otua nkrofo ka wo ho amanfo te abonten a wo mo hye no show na ono ye no on design show no in a specific way to ono no enkwase asem ene no kogu ye na sa na week no na yi ni ho A plus. Now quite be A plus in this show us. It in the next week A plus a banner. And A plus a printed hard copy at the buy. I kutano no the buy. It will buy no. I don't know what I say. Well, who let the way say ni. Na letter no a useless letter. Oh, who let us say be nyanse nimpa. So the letter we nyansa baako kra ni sa letter we. It therefore no letter we e see tete letter we mu. Na a trash letter and A plus live TV or tete MPP for letter nim. And not trash. And no na ankoye NPP for no ede. Into omu decide say almost be chere A plus pa. 80 the next week which was last week Saturday. Omuko United Showbiz crew ya so. Omo be start show no na MPP for no. Sorry ye. Me bunu no bi. Pay the corner coin they no almost nipa be 25. But when police got there no mu in 16. But pay the corner coin says nipa be 25. And omubura UTV was say almost so be church o masem na omo pay A plus. But fortunately no omo ko dru honum na A plus e di show no so. Na A plus nyanru honum. It ana ekosi. Now because of that, I want to break kasadi say a day UTV any security ana. But to the people that keep asking say the UTV security near there, let me tell you this: when you have 20 men coming at you, we is security there na be. When you have 20 men coming at you, almost 20 men. What are you gonna do? And most of the time, no security people is a cop. If they are not armed, or mobile omunkuta ma anes anemana. Okay, some person number. Monko. I think that's what happened. And no doesn't mean say be a UTV security, no, and yet stronger as it be. Because at this point, you know, what are you going to do? What will be the next step? What will be your step? Are you going to shoot them down because they want to enter there, or what? To be able to prevent any atrocities, you know, the best thing is to let them get in. And they almost tonight na UTV show no so. And almost A plus. Now A plus add the suspect to omuntu. Say A plus ebe pacho. It will show no so. That was what actually happened. Now, yeah, I say, whoa. Before that time, no, ebe koso no. Na owusu bempa. Atina ni show so. Aka several times. I show Untumi FM. I show Untumi FM several times. Aka say, ese boys ko bowura UTV ho several times. Aka say ese boys ko bowura UTV ho. Yes, owusu bempa Ghana gas. No, because example because it is again this in all power. It is go free say go meet me say United Showbiz na omo ye no. Eti omonko bowura honum. And this is what I was talking about in the beginning. Say when we always sit down and watch some people to do these kind of things, and then nobody do anything about it. This is where the problem gets to. Problem no, maybe a idruni. But it's good. Any problem, sadly we know, esi. Anyway, yeah, na obusube pass about around the set on one can be but you see videos, it don't lie. But in fact, on and to I'm a full break. Say MPP didn't have no right to write that kind of letter. MPP didn't have no right to write that kind of letter to UTV. I disagree with that, and I agree with that because Oman etimuno. Say obinu wudi agrobi na say when nyi agro na nipa nani wudi no ho a you can redress the person obetimi am nipa na hu say menua onimi di agrobi agro na woni mi di no many enye ho they have every right to do that, and I think that is what UTV did. It's the UTV here, you know. I don't see anything wrong with that. But you maintain the UTV no me. I mean the MPP for ne I don't see anything wrong with that. So much so letter akọ. But baby I mean something wrong no. Me say I agree and I disagree. Baby I mean something wrong no say cause na saleta no. Na say ke media commission ho. UTV a private company. Oye na Adwuma. It won't mean kon kochire UTV for say na UTV me pese moye modwuma because wodwuma na woye no in favor minti no UTV for me pese moye modwuma ne say. I don't think say anybody have the right to even do that. But akosi intimidate madwene mu de na senka salete na omo twere koma UTV no na senka kona National Media Commission omo na ma UTV for akwanya say omutimi rane TV ewo Oman mu eti wo mo na nke betumi ni UTV for a communicate direct but man fa letter na anko honom anom de letter no koma UTV for political party and it's not just a political party, it is government. So with government doing that, then you know what this look like. It looks like the government is trying to intimidate. The government is trying to intimidate the citizenry, and I say the private sector, and I say the media, and I say journalists. That's how it looks, and it's a very bad look. It is a very, very, very bad look. Because so be any show. Say me tia me me show yi na me wo ha na I bind the letter blem say me show na me ye no me nyani say. Enya buy any building me studio ma me equipment enya buy the toma me. I buy have no right to tell me how I say me show. I can do my show anyway. But let's look at it this way. Me who say MPP for now mo choose a letter no. O makocho letter akoma Oman FM say Oman FM munye mu show say mu hia NDC for mu show no so Oman FM ana Wuntumi TV mu hia NDC for mu show no so ana mu hia PNC for mu show no so because mu show no one sided. Omuncho letter nkoma omo. So what this means is say so far as I have my media I can do my show anyway I want to do my show. So far as I trample on the rights of the citizenry on the nation, make my show anyway be ambassador me show be and obedient me to them choir as a faso me show. That's why I feel say na omuni any right be say almost send a letter at the Kokoma UTV. Their letter should have gone to National Media Commission. Almost legit complaint whether say UTV phone BT, when I say UTV phone in team, it is UTV that have to make a decision. Say, okay, this is what I want to do. Moon to mean today UTV. It will make me a suggested to them in, but it should have gone to National Media Commission. UTV for nye Adwuma ma. UTV for nye Adwuma emma. Yes, that is my view on that part. Then Crofone Ekobura. Let's look at them. Eti omukoboru ahono ana we mu so say yempene we say yempene and then kedana entokwa ka what would the situation be like say omukobo on say Ghana no BBC a yenka ho hwe o nobody says anything about it but BBC we are afina no bia pese yenye ni say since Nanado took over no they have been ese tuturu asembi ne arrogance of power be say omo yedi omo pe bi o gene wa unti say how enema kra to the point say court kra no etimi akọ ha akọ yekumochi court unim say let me say this unim say o man bi emu no even when manusisum naso even when coup happen you dissolve every arm of government except the judiciary. There's no single country who are dissolve judiciary. Legislature beko, executive beko, judiciary will be there, and the media will be there. Even though the media is an arm of government, the judiciary will be gone, the executive will be gone, but the judiciary will be there. Legislature, executive, judiciary will be there. Yet these people were able to go and ransack the, you kind of say, court war Kumase, and nothing happened to these guys. You know, it's Nanado government, and it seems say omuye no wafo muhudi, omuye no wafo muhudi. Sad no, intina usu be mpaka se munko bumura ha, boys ne free say bitima sad. A plus that tell let him. Yes, A plus is a known member of the MPP. 2016 election, A plus is a polling agent. Ewo Emma MPP. Ewa swase. Yes, it is a A plus is BBA. In my view, next accommodate on my omu party law no, and the next accommodate with A plus. Yes, A plus is a Bulldog na a different. But A plus the or NPP ni. It is A plus the NPP ni. That's why SRD na. Oh yeah. And then tina monfa MPP mra any A plus. Na moko buru UTV. A private company. Inti niyama UTV wono. And niyama say ya. Afe na kamobe pachawana. Mpenyimfo na mushasia. Mosuma boys na monkoye. Me say there's no way we will catch us a penny being shares we say boys in the no feel say they will have to go there. Yes, ma pe obi no obetumi catch them say omo sorry ya no omo say you ko UTV akwa yekumuchi. Yes, ma that's what happens. But why the Babeka say ya that say obi no obeka. But yes, ma that is the fact. Most of my boys and the more you see boys now for all these dirty works. I'm on the boys now Adwuma waiting until Mukoy no and a be a Miss G cement tiasi. Air cooking, crinking, and Miss G say no, mentiasi. Anna Obi Kim Bako Dahwa Sadi we naka ye day. This is party in power. A party in power, you have to lead by example. And it seems say this government just say Omaye Niama have haphazardly. I just say Ojino wo krana. Untiase A plus atete lete mua. It got nothing to do with any pana moko studio because any pana moko studio hono. Ebo any pana moko studio hono. Ebema lete na A plus the team no. Ebe change it na. It wouldn't change it. It wouldn't change it, and it cannot be changed. Entina mo boa mo ho ano ekọ ho entina mo yes ade no. And do you think say you guys doing this and it means say mo you doing this no is to intimidate the media house no, not to talk about MPP biwana afekwa na omoba beka eneminim say enum de ka ombeka no so we cannot live in a nation like that when you disagree with somebody, you just organize guys and just create commotion in their workplace. Like it's Charlie. The way I Ghana AC corner and Penyufuono, na me on South Christian Council for. I've lost a lot of respect for these guys. Also, Umayedi, Professor Mate Owe. When Mahama was in power. When Mahama was in power, they had their voices. They were talking so bad against the government. Sankrofono omuwe. This has happened. The media, where a media house is in operation, working, and we have some hooligans walk in there saying, "Say omu show no," because they have something to say on the show. I think about it. It would imagine say. Like think about how scary it is that you are on a show and people just walk in on the show and say I'm on your show. No, meanwhile, think about how scary that situation is. How scary that situation itself is. It could have easily been bad. It's and a security in the what you think was going to happen? They were going to force, and the security was going to force, and what is going to happen? There will be a fight breakout. But we, President in Nkasa, Minister of Information, Akasa, your friend say, Ofuase Oyiribi Eyi, Opon Kroma, MP, Opon Kroma, Okasa. Now, could you Opon Kroma and 7 or kind and say, Ono kwa ne free IGP more mobilizing police at the buy. It is a good move that the minister, heard the situation, even though no only you can't say Ghana no. Still to me mobilizing Crawford San Crawford no so police for koi and guys ne kasa my guys ni free ho. But my point of view and say the letter na or the buy no. The letter na or the buy no. Or say media no omu make sure say omu ye show na omu be no ombeto to niema yi say be ya sa niema we nyina nsi. That's what information minister no is saying. But do you know what are the deduced from this statement? What are the deduced from this statement? And it say at the said ya repeal oba na woka say I didn't know repeal. In a way, you are also justifying the action. The information minister was in a way justifying the action. When something is wrong, it is wrong. It doesn't matter what led to that. When something is wrong, it is wrong. We can have that conversation of media also doing things wrong. We are not saying say the media is above reproach and I say bizarre. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is say media no baby. Na money in your home. Na free say media na de na you know. It bet me a creative problem. And yet time I attacking media no. And I will be say media no so yes. Then in a way no you are seeking equalization. In a way no you are saying say the actions now guys need to key and in a way no they do have a reason to take that action. That is what you did. And I think Sasadi and he needs to apologize for that. We have seen so many times things have happened in other countries where our president was the first person to tweet about it, to say something about it. But when things happen in our country, the president don't say anything because he doesn't care. And when people were saying, say, this behavior of the president, and the man of say, and it is also part of it. Yes, because how on earth must this happen? And also the radio stations, the TV stations and the radio stations. You know, when something like this happen, Ufri say, it's not about you and found. Most of the time, that's how Ghanaians we think. It's not about us and to in the and found. But my brother, think about it this way. Yes, ABO you take FMB. We will take FM. Say, when the people start feeling, say, they can just ransack other people. They can just vandalize other media firms. Then it will become a trend. It will become a norm. And anybody can do that at any time. And Monday, Tuesday now, no wonder. Say, this was something that the media should have boycotted, should have protested against what happened, especially when it was coming from a certain government. Obibeka say, "I'm a party faithfuls." These people associated with the government because a party, and the government in the buy. It's the party that brought the government in power. What they need to do, the media need to do, media demonstration the government for these things happening. This is not the first time. Just last 3 months, Obonu FM, the same thing happened. The same thing happened under this government. How? Like, think about it. How? Say intimacy in this generation. Generation woman. In this generation woman. So to be will be office now the OPB and this and then the media is sitting down. It's not just by talking, it's by following the talk with actions. Where the whole Ghana, the whole wiki, because there's no more protesting big time against the government. Let the international world come in. Say the media is under attack, and therefore you guys are. You see, the fact that we cannot collaborate to do things, to save the next generation. And no a problem. A big problem. Now one when you are because but there's something huge. Because here TSC CNS will be beating me up boy UTV. I could cause this mayhem. It means you beat me up boy TV3, beat me up boy Metro TV, Peace FM, all these platforms. Beat me up boy. They all need to come together and demonstrate against the government for these kind of things. When they demonstrate against the government, it will get into the international world and then the government will act. That's the only way you can get the government to act. The next time, say Obikra, they decide, they say, attack media. No, it's true. Shenra ya NDC for quiet, Odudu say, hey, Omo quiet party a year call honum, yabono. From City FM reporter or call report to case Yakobono. It's like nobody is. You guys need to build a coalition. That's the only way you can solve an issue. These issues have been going on for far too long, and we cannot allow this to keep going on. As a nation that we are building, a nation that is building, you can, who disagree with Obia, then you have to take action. And with this thing that have happened now, what is going to happen the next time? They say. What is going to happen the next time? They say. These kids will sit down and feel like, oh, well, you MPP for no crack, BNC. It's the NDC for so yes, you have power. It be the same thing. And I say, Obi Krana on no tia bonti free say asemu be can already so disagree no. Also with me akwa boil raho and our TV so no with me boil raho. No so kwa edu opebia. Is this how we want to build this country? The responsibility is on the journalists. The responsibility is on the media houses to take this decision. Let me go to Despite Media. You see, anytime BBC say you say, oh, party penny for any Adwuma penny for Abishia or Makasanti and TSI. This goes beyond just Despite group of companies. And this is the reason why these things keep happening. Multiminium for Omo Mayadi Pitim, Namun Kudim Komo and Komo Kukum. Obinti be ma meyadi opete emo wiase nyina on live TV na mu kodi sa asem no ho nkomo a mo akose ba bi say Justin from Pokodia ekoko hu empanyinfo ewo UTV ntina ye ne o makasa ma bibia ye okay wojumba bibia ye okay enkrofo na mo te show no so na ye terrorize o mo no wo no makasa. The people that were watching the show at Awuma, they were terrorized na mo no makasa. You see, when you guys are doing certain things, you don't do it only for yourself. Because at this point, it's a Adwuma UTV, and I say any of this, despite group of companies, it means you are not safe. I'm just being honest. It means you are not safe. Because as him see or boss ne or make kwa question them na makudin komo say oh ya kasa bibia okay. What do you mean by makasa bibia okay? These guys should be locked. These guys should be locked. Omo call sa hono we dey and just afei ni ye ko enya allegedly as mbia ni ye hu they are on live video doing what they did. Okoka guy we say na say omo call omo empira obi omo ko hokeke na obi fie anya adwuma kura no obi dem unu obi kura te efie ba akomu unu obi te fie ba akomu na ubom na wanfiu ubom na wanfiu a ekubo ura ho enu kura na wabom no ekubo ura ho. Like, what kind of ideology is this? I think said the media people, the journalists, they have to push their owners, their leadership, their management to make a decision. Because it cannot keep going on like that. It cannot, my brother. It cannot, my sister. And to me, the same way I call all these years, they have to build a coalition and rebel against these things that have been happening. In my view, I think they're striking over this situation. If we are living the country 2 weeks with no media presence, then maybe the nation will understand the importance of the media. This is something that GJA and them all should come together to do. Yes. This is something that them all should come together to do. It is not nice at all. Say yeti o me na de obi happy bia no oye ne sa keke. Because A+ akote let him. We have to terrorize everybody because one person has done something. Say A+ a boom raswa. Enye o my mra na de ne yedu. O emfa say A+ a boom raso. Yemfa say A+ a boom raso. O my mra and ye di A+ FM. Yes. E your my mra na di A+ FM. Na A+ a boom raso na say yentimi fam. E say o boom raso. Multiple A+ in famra class. And I say A+ in moon. So then why do you storm UTV? Party na Ankasano. A day sanctions no more must uncle fully. Nobody have talked about that. Senyamona Mosuma or more. What are you doing to these guys? Now and allegedly, no, they what is allegedly they went over there. This is live TV where everybody have seen them on live TV. Almost stormy honoma. They are demanding say, almost big we better show so. Almost tratna say we are panelist. Me team Mr. Logic crowd the labels. I see control room mode. I see Mr. Logic I shit table. I say, I really want to see a photo of Mr. Logic on shit table. I say, yes. And then when A+ came back, he says, "Oh, those are mobilized guys. I will do mobile UTV to face a if1. No more, but no more armed." And it's so imagine this. The reason why people feel say because there is no trust in the system. Say something will be done. And to our buying was for the ultimate OPBR. Hey, MPP for Emre Ning Kasu. Mobeko Mutanaso 40 years kura mobeko. Se motena so 40 years kura MPP mobeko enti mumusa mo ho se mukwa what will happen mumusa mo ho sa se mukwa what is going to happen say nei ya to aba 7th December na MPP enti anwe ne na afafrantofo aba na say MPP NDC aba. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think say NDC for the SC catcher almost say the more sana? And do you think say NDC for also have the right to do what you guys did? You build your mind, sir. And another, and they ma say these things are happening under the so-called human rights activist, the man that built his own portfolio on being a human rights activist, under the regime. And as I never wait in AC Baku, AC Mienu, AC since 2007, Ghana dropped 13 points from a press freedom ranking. 13 points. So, since 2017, and Anado, 2017, Anado take over as the president of Ghana. And it's because of these things. We live here. We are in this nation, and we see these things that are happening. Yes, we see these things that are happening. The earlier, the better. The earlier they fix these problems, the better for all of us. Because the bedroom, maybe media for no so quiet, they will arm themselves because they don't know who is going to come in there. And so what will be what it shows what they have every right to defend themselves. And the way they will defend themselves, you wouldn't like it. Yes, the way they would defend. Say maybe a media person or Ghana ho. Na me kushu, na me nim say, and na me kwaye juma. Na me nim say obiya bit me aboy uro ha be di opebia. I will arm myself. Why shouldn't I arm myself? I didn't think I will arm me. Is that the situation we want to find ourselves? Think about it, my brothers and sisters. It's not even about self-support to MPP and self-support to NDC and I say PNC or whatever. It's not even about what you support. It's about what is wrong from right. That's what this is about. Because I me kwa adwuma na me tirimu ntene me say adwuma na me kwa no obi abetimi aba be boy wura me adwuma mu no aba attack me. My brother, think about it. What you think I should do? What you think? What do you think? Me, SME. Sebi me nyakra. Sebi me family I'm taking care of. I also defend myself. Until me kwara me pistol shame hona me siwo. Uburu ahwa. I defend myself. Is that the situation that we want to get into? I disagree, especially with the silence of the president of Ghana. I disagree with that. Because oh, you're president of Ghana. Now, yes, sir. Oh, you're president of Ghana. Now, see. Now, on crop for a din se muhunu say. Now, oh, president, no. We din now to her and your hey on carry. That's a what wa. But I say, see on my froswa. Udim the cake. Ebe kwa. What do you think is going to happen? Now, let me come to National Media Commission. Mona moma as ankrofo we mo the media for no accreditations, and I say more they go ahead the license to be able to operate as a firm in Ghana. What kind of training and one more? What kind of guidelines and more jumano? Say jumano so are you bringing it to the attention of, and if they're not doing the job right, are you bringing it to the attention? Say, hey, this is the media and this is not how we do things. It therefore say yes, what it says to the media houses, whatever that they are doing, it is okay, it is good that they do that. There's nothing wrong with that, because the person that gave us accreditation, is not telling us, say, this is wrong. The person that gave us the go ahead, the license to do these shows, it's not saying there's anything wrong with that. So if there's nothing wrong with that, then why should we sit here and then lambast ourselves for what we can do, or restrict ourselves for what we can do? And where are the parameters? Parameters now, because I started here and do here. Where are they? And nobody's having this kind of conversation. And in my view, these are the things that I think have to happen. These are some of the conversations that need to go on. National Media Commission, Mona Moma or more, the license to operate as a firm. And to say, I'm not saying say media wrong. Nobody should say it. But how can the media know they are doing wrong when are not saying anything? And to could do say powers and a could do say guidelines ban the media there's a lot of misinformation in the system. A lot of misinformation. Meaning say social media they want to be regulated. Social media for now regulated, because when you put some information out there, and information in your writer, that's how they restrict your account. There are so many measures social media for put together. What is the National Media Commission itself not putting on for these guys? What are they doing? Are they hitting them? Are they violating them for things that they do wrong? What are they doing? Nothing. And to me, some may say, my name is Gia, and they say, me call UTV, I'll be armed. My name is Gia, and they say, me call UTV, I'll be armed. You know why I'll be armed? Because I cannot trust the security. I cannot trust, say, I'll be protected. And I have to make sure, say, I get home safe to my kids, to my family, to my loved ones, and all of that. It's my job. The National Media Commission, then I'm more yet the abua. And to Tiebe and Mode presenters, ye fem, and Quambe Quani, a fast with you be manabetna, if he didn't say, Omrame media, and now me journalist, and I say, Omekasa or radio, so Omekasa or TV, so quite into Tiebe, this uncle for in our FM. We are not doing anything. And if we are not doing anything like that now, it can create problems. It's an ABA, Omo Muba Honey, they were not armed though. The people that came there today, Enrano. And I know Ebia omunye armed though, but Ebia omombe by the next week and they will be armed. Then where do we go to? I feel in a year because any National Media Commission, SAMC them Rama Media for as to how they run their business. Then whose job is to enforce those kind of laws? If people are because minimum say radio good, major licenses because most say they fail to pay certain things. And definitely it means to say emra wo hono mo so be a adwuma no onye no based on the parameters and our regulations are modi amo mo the alliances can be fortified. And if that is the case adena omu din se hunu wo radio so to say want to meet people kwatena radio so ono ani radio nti no di obi atem. No, I get you PBA de Ethiopia. Why these people, these firms, these media houses, these businesses, I didn't know what they intimate almost waiting. Because we want so a canny bre. A canny bre. Okay, any bre. The TFK will walk any bre. Say a TSC, say, Abobi, Ukutia would be as what definitely over we be in the name say because our microphone console what decide say better they should be image. They can also you expect the person say be unreacted this way but you know money pani nwe me kire no kwan on fa so nsu ni pani bi su a ono a wone kwan a obefa so obi su what I say we need to put things into perspectives. National Media Commission ewo adwuma ye, the government ewo adwuma ye, the media themselves ewo adwuma ye, the parties, the political parties, because you know equal 2024 mponi o. You see 2024 you can say you know July, June, you know August, September, you know November. Mponi o. And to think about it, say you could do December more. Ebeni ma be say. See you could do December. Think about it. How things are going to be. And these are the things that we all need to say things about. Make sure that these things do not happen. We have to be unhappy about this situation. And then you see some people on social media saying, no call one probe, I know bien pra, everybody has a responsibility in this. If they can walk into a media house, it means they can walk into your store and say, and we don't want this way. It means they can walk into classrooms and say, teachers are more tired, it means they can do anything. We don't have to support this kind of behavior. When people feel things are not going their way, they can just rebel in any way. I disagree 1000% if there is anything like that. How or more approach UTV? It's wrong. Super wrong. Super wrong. How they approach UTV? It is super wrong. And this thing shouldn't happen. And despite shouldn't even allow this to happen. If anything, despite himself can take these people on. Despite beat me a sue. Despite can sue. Say Oman be disrupting Adwuma. Despite beat me a sue. If the government is not gonna do anything, if these guys are good, then despite can sue. And so despite this one, you have to also give a reason why people should work for you. Because if you cannot protect them, if you are going to a place of work, then you know say your life can be in danger. Do you prefer to be in this place? The place of work. Wouldn't you say your life can be in danger? Will you prefer to be in this place? Maybe I wouldn't prefer to be in this place. Minimum about you. Me, I will not prefer to be in this place. Minimum about you, dear. Minimum about you. Man, I wouldn't want to work for anybody that can have my back. It's the mere fact so mukra say o makotena say aka asem no kra. Every time kra say yatena. How many times haven't this happened? Obinim koburu radio station yeche no. Your Ghana han obinim koburu radio station be say radio station for no e ka ne ho nsem enya no kra yeche no ye loko no. Murafi. Why can't these guys be locked? Why can't these guys be prosecuted? Is it because they are affiliated with the you can't say company with the government and I said the party in power and I heard people talking about say don't believe we say inside that inside job be inside job na no more ye nkrofo no kra free MPP eti omo regional coordinator no so kasa no so MPP ni ana. What is this? Like what is this? I don't know so obedience huna ni ye find any means be possible say be nipa no say ye be ye na equalizing na ya man say ade ne kra enye hu sa na uti bubu obidi ana yesa. And this is the reason why the politicians keep taking us for granted. They do keep taking us for granted because of people's behavior, the reaction of people, the way and and the massa name away na esi. Your friend Kumasi Nyame, me do be say oje brain or the TMA. Na sana me kono open printing dia inkwell. Inkwell printing, open so photos, open so books, open so invitations, invoices, anything printing biano, banners, promotional items, say if I say show. Big show ne be up a banner can say and a backdrop a man for bigina a photo any photos are ninja inkwell. Your baby be a amount now, but believers are tired, so they are one fear ends where faith begins. These are beautiful Christian themed t-shirts are motivating and affirming our beliefs in Christ. Ti upebia. Now I'll contact him 220-465-0822 220-465-0822. Na say my baby at the amount. It will be asked say oje bread na or the team. Your friend Kumasi Nyame. A free next week you kono Monday me ba be na no pa na fe na e dey ato so. Me do be asked say oje bread na o team. Bye bye.